And we are back. Welcome to my predictions for Sunday's European qualifiers. Still being recorded on Friday night, so hopefully England were able to get the job done last night. And if not, I'm sure I've posted some sort of rant on my phone from how poorly we did play. But hopefully it was a positive performance. But today is all about Sunday's fixtures for Euro 2024. And we've got a whole host of fixtures to go through today. So before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please do consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel if you're new around here. We will, of course, be doing this on Monday and Tuesday for the remaining fixtures of this international break. Let's get straight into all the action. And we start off with Group B, both games being played at the same time, starting off with Greece against Gibraltar. Now, this is a fixture that has already been played in this tournament and it finished 3-0 to Greece in Gibraltar, and I'm going to go for 3-0 to Greece once again in this one. I don't think there's too much more to be said about it. Gibraltar have done nothing so far in this qualifying and haven't even scored a goal, so I think we can all expect that to be the outcome. The more interesting game in this group sees Republic of Ireland taking on Holland. Now, Ireland haven't done too badly in terms of performances in this group so far. However, the results just haven't quite been there. And I think, again, this is going to be a fixture that is just a little bit too difficult for them. It was 1-0 when they played at home to France. So I can see it being a slightly tight game. But the Netherlands produced a performance I didn't think they'd reach the level of against Greece in their last game. So I'm expecting them to back that up with another win in Ireland today, should I say. And that will be a 2-0 win in my opinion. From Group B on to Group E, we start with the Faroe Islands taking on Moldova. Now, at the start of this group, this was a good result for Faroe Islands, getting a 1-1 draw away at Moldova. However, since then, Moldova have picked up 4 more points and the Faroes haven't picked up a single one. And I'm expecting this game to follow that similar trend, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Moldova away in the Faroes. After that game, we then have Albania taking on Poland. Two sides that are on very varied form, it has to be said. They sort of produce a really good performance and then back it up with a really bad performance. So it'll be interesting to see where this one goes. It was a narrow win for Poland in the reverse fixture, and I was going to go for an Albania win. However, I just don't quite see it happening, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Both sides aren't defending very well at the moment, but both sides are scoring goals. So 2-2, I think, is just about the fair result. From E, we then move on to G, and it is Montenegro taking on Bulgaria. And again, we have to look at the form between these two teams. This is a match that has already been played in this tournament so far, and it was Montenegro who got the away win in Bulgaria in the reverse fixture. So realistically, the only real thing I can go for here is a Montenegro win once again. I'm going to go for 2-1. I think Bulgaria should be able to nick a goal, but in the end, I still think it'll be a Montenegrin win. After that, we then have Lithuania taking on Serbia. Two sides who will be disappointed with their previous results and will be expecting a little bit better from this one. None more so than Serbia, who of course did lose to Hungary the other night. So it'll be an interesting one. As I said the other day, I think Serbia are in a bit of a bad spot at the moment. But I think this is the right sort of game to get them back on track. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for them. I don't really see Lithuania being able to score against Serbia, but we shall see. Finally, we then have Group H, and we start off with Kazakhstan against Northern Ireland. And very much like the Republic of Ireland, the results just have not been going Northern Ireland's way in this qualifying so far. And they come up against the Kazakhstan side who beat them in Northern Ireland just a few months ago. So given the fact that they're still not playing very well, yes, Kazakhstan did lose to Finland the other day, but I have to look at the form guide overall, and it says that Kazakhstan should be winning this game. So I'm going to back them to do so, and I'm going to go for 2-0. The next one is a little bit more interesting, I think. Finland, off the back of that win against Kazakhstan, now take on a Denmark side who beat San Marino, which isn't a massive achievement, but it's a finely poised game. An interesting one. I think it's going to be quite a tight one, but I think the quality that Denmark have will just be too much for Finland. I'm going to go for 3-1. I know I say just, but I still think overall it will be a win that the Danes should take comfortably, even if it is a difficult one for them. I know that's a slight contradiction, but you know what I mean. 3-1 to Denmark, I'm going for that one. And then finally, it is San Marino against Slovenia. And unfortunately, as always with San Marino, it's just a case of how many. It was 2 when these two sides met earlier on in this tournament. I'm going to go for 3 this time. So Slovenia I will back to take the final game of today's matches. Let me know down in the comments all of your thoughts for today's game. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I will be back at the normal time on Monday morning for the next video. I'll see you then.